we are joined by your 5th place housemate. It's Michelle! Now, you always said you didn't beat around the bush, you wanted to make it to the final, and you did.
I did!
Yay!
I was so excited, I did.
You must be so pleased.
Huge coup for me. I knew what I was up against with those 4 in there with me because they're all brands, essentially, here. And I am a girl on a show on Netflix that isn't even on the air here. So for me to get there with 4 big brands in the UK, I feel very honored, blessed, and humbled.
But you are very likeable.
Thank you.
Like, from the minute we saw your VT going into the house, it was like, she's a cool chick.
Aw,
you know
thanks,
what I mean?
Emma.
Don't you agree?
Thank you.
Cool chick. We know that you are a massive fan of the UK culture.
And it's no lie.
No, I know that.
Right,
and,
okay.
and I know that you've watched every single Big Brother.
Yeah.
So did it live up to your expectations?
It was more than any other season that I've ever seen before, and not just being in it, watching all the seasons that I've seen, this was hell compared to any other season. I've watched all of them. Leo Sayer, Gary Busey, they ain't got nothing on this season, nothing.
I know, and as we were just talking about, we only watch an hour a night, and that was pretty stressful. So living in it 24 hours a day, you must be frazzled.
You know, one thing that's true about me being a Virgo and being a woman who is in control, I do not give in to child's play. If I have something that's worth fighting for, I'm gonna say it. I am not, when there's so much crap going on in this world, I'm not gonna fight with you because of your petty drama. Sorry about it, no.
What would you be talking about when you talk about petty drama?
I'm talking about Lord Voldemort, he who shall not be named.
There he is.
Yeah, that one.
Let's talk about gameplay. You can see how everybody kind of thinks about him here as well. Let's talk about game playing.
I don't think it was a game. I think that's who he is.
I don't just mean Perezzo, but there's lots of talk about game players in the house, and it's a game,
Yeah.
he's playing game, she's playing game.
Yeah.
Did you have a strategy before going into the
My
house?
strategy was to be me completely and really show the UK how much I love them and show the community that I care about how much I want to stand for them and be a voice for them and never give up and never surrender. Silence equals death in any cause that you have, and I'm never going to stop. So for me, I stayed true to that. I stayed the course. I didn't give in, and I'm never going to stop. So.
Talking of staying true to yourself, you knew Perez before he went into the house.
This much.
And then you've lived with him.
Yeah.
So the Perez you knew before, you may not have known him very well, but how you did know him, did it measure up to the guy that you met in the house?
Well, the funny thing is, he knows Katie Price as much as he knows me, but he has been completely in Katie Price's you-know-where the entire time because she can do something for him, and she's got a name. I don't register enough on his fame factor, so he can care less about me. If that were me, it would be me that he's up. I don't think he cares about her. I think he cares about her fame.
So do you think he was the biggest game player?
No, I don't think he was a game player. I think he was just in there to make a name of notoriety or of infamy for himself, and he did just that. I don't know if that's a game. Is that a game?
Well, no,
I just think he was being an ass.
With respect to being up Katie Price's and doing something
Hoo-ha.
for himself.
Yeah.
Hoo-ha. Now, we know, as we've said, how much you are an Anglophile and you love everything.
It's true.
Everything
it's not
over
a lie.
Here.
Yeah.
So let's go to your best mate in the house, Katie Hopkins. She has quite a reputation here. How much did you know about her before you went into the house?
Look, what I knew of her, I hated, and that's the truth. And I told her to her face day one, I hate everything you stand for. I think what you try to do is good. Your execution is horrendous.
Yeah.
You're not going to change people's points of views when you're being so negative about it. She disagreed. I stood by mine, and we just ended up getting along. She's right, I'm left, and there's some love in the middle.
How do you think, though, that how can she be like that with you, but not with other people? How can she go, okay, you don't agree with me and I don't agree with you, but let's agree to disagree. But everybody else in there, whether it's Katie Price, Perez, Keith, if they don't agree with her point of view, then she will just keep going and going and going. Why wouldn't she do that with you?
She wouldn't dare. She's not that dumb. She's a smart woman, that's why.
People did speculate about whether she had a strategy of keeping you close because you were quite a strong woman.
Possibly, but I do believe the friendship is real. I don't believe that there was any manipulation there. I think there's a true friendship. She had every opportunity to go against me or to do whatever she wanted, and she didn't. She didn't choose to talk behind my back. She didn't do anything. Keeping me close when people don't know me here, except for the gays, what's that going to do for her? She loves the gay community. That's the one community. I said, so why don't you have something out for the gay community? She's like, because they're the smartest, wittiest people I know. I said, all right, friends, done.
Done. You were very tight from the beginning, and as you said, you kind of trusted her and you think that it was a genuine friendship.
Yeah.
But the past few days, we have seen you question it.
I questioned it.
What was that? What was that point?
I did not
why?
question the friendship. I questioned why she would lay on the floor and share a coffee with Perez, like kicking her feet like they were in a malt shop in 1952.
It did seem like it suddenly changed. Like
I
she
had to
couldn't
walk
stand
out of the
him,
room.
And then all of a
leave.
sudden, they're chatting and being friends.
Well, I said to her in the bedroom, I said, did my head in a bit. Had to leave the room when you're sitting there. And what I chalked it up to, that was literally the most boring day in the house. There was, I can't even tell you how boring. Words do not describe, because there was nothing. You were letting us fester, nothing to do. But even at that point, because of integrity, which is very important to me, I could not sit there and watch it. And when I told her, she literally looked at me and said, I don't blame you. So she knew what she did was weird and uncool. So she didn't fight with me, she didn't argue it, she knew what she did was not right.
Right. And apology? Or just
Didn't need to apologize.
Or just an acknowledgement?
That was an acknowledgement, because she said I would have walked out too.
Okay.
She got it.
Listen, congratulations on coming 5th.
Thank you.
We never have very much time on finale night
No,
to talk to people,
it's all good.
But you'll
yeah.
be on Bots with Rylan later, and there'll be
Yay,
so much
I
more
love
from you.
Rylan!
Very quickly, who would you like to win out of those 4?
Katie, come on, Team Katie.
Michelle.
I love Callum, and he's been my rock. But Team Katie all the way.
Thank you so much for taking
you.
part.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry it's been...